So I will go straight to the ground rules. The first one is I would like us to respect each and everyone on this platform. So I want everyone to be expressive. Try to share your thoughts on the topic of discussion so that we can all learn from one another. We all know that no man knows it all. So it would be good if we can at least respect the other person's opinion so that we can be able to learn from each other. The second thing is I would like us to be open-minded. Let us be open-minded. Don't be too rigid, because if you are too rigid, you may not be able to learn as it ought to be. The third is that I would like us to have active participation. I'd like you to, whenever we give assignments, try to do it. And whenever we ask for maybe your opinion on a particular topic, I would also like you to respond to it. Please, am I audible, or should I increase my volume? Audible. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Then the next, thank you. The next one is for the time management. We'll try our best to ensure that this program starts exactly 8:30. And the reason for this is we need to train ourselves as an entrepreneurs to keep to time, because you may be invited to come and do some kind of presentation in a place. And if you don't go there early enough, you may just miss out on that opportunity. So punctuality is very vital. Then the fourth is that this program will also have accountability. And the accountability in the sense that for you to be able to move to the next phase or the next module, you have to complete the first task. And what do I mean by that? What I meant is that, for example, we have what we call, let's say, for example, now we are going to do one of the modules today. And after that module, you'll be expected to carry out a task during the week. And when you do that, you come back on Wednesday to report how well you've performed in that task. So someone will be here on Wednesday to carry us along on that particular task. So it is only when you are able to meet that task that you'll be able to move to the next phase of the program. So with that, I would like us to just do a brief introduction, though we've been conversing and communicating on the WhatsApp platform, but I would still want us to maybe on a quick note to start the introduction, just briefly. Your name and maybe one adjective that describe you. So can I start with Infinix Alt 10X? Someone is with Infinix Alt 10X. The lady on, is it on class? Yes, please, you can go ahead.
My name is Inipi Naomi Ajibili.
Okay.
I am actually into fashion designing.
Okay.
That's
Thank you,
Thank you,
Madam
sir.
Naomi. What is one
Yes.
adjective that describe you?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, you think about it. Then I move to Madam Priscilla.
Evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So,
Yes. Okay, go on.
I'm Priscilla Anemena.
Okay.
The adjective that describe me is
Is what?
amazing.
Amazing. So amazing, Priscilla. You are welcome.
Thank
Now,
you.
the next person I can see, Henry. Henry, please, can you, I'm even mentioning your name already, but you can still tell us your name and one adjective that describe you. unmute yourself. You seem to be having problem with your audio. Can you speak? We can't hear you, Henry. Unmute your mic. No, the mic, the audio. Okay, we'll come back to you. Let me go to Mr. Abel. Can you introduce yourself and tell us one adjective that describes you? Unmute yourself. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Abel Idoko. The adjective that describes me is dazzling.
That is what?
Dazzling.
Dazzling Abel. Good to have you here. Next, Olawale, please can we do it quickly so that we can go straight to the program of the day? Olayemi, can you go ahead?
Good evening. My name is Olayemi Olawale.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm into electrical and AC installation, electrical installation.
Okay.
I don't really have an adjective that describes me.
So you have to think about it before we finish the program. You will remind us. You will still tell us. Okay. And Madam Naomi too. So the next person is Madam Ifeoluwa Kunle. Please, can you introduce yourself and one adjective that describes you?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Akinola Ifeoluwa Kunle. By name, I'm a Rotarian. I'm an education officer and also an entrepreneur. I'm always been proactive with anything in which I'm doing. Thank you.
Proactive Ifeoluwa Kunle Akinola. And now we'll go to Yemi Ajala. Please, can you introduce yourself and one adjective that describes you?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Yemi Ajala. I'm into education and media. I'll say the adjective that describes me is surprising.
Wow, surprising, Yemi Ajala. Lovely. Next is, I can see Aliyu. Please introduce yourself and tell us one adjective that describes you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sadiq, and good evening, everyone. Yeah, my name is Aliyu Yusuf. I'm a communication and online reputation strategist. One adjective that describes me would be result-driven.
Wow, result-driven, Aliyu. Good to have you here. Next is Abubakar. Please, can we have you, Abubakar?
Hello.
Hello, we are with you.
Hello.
Abubakar, go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Good evening, all. My name is Abubakar Bashir Saulawa. I'm into entrepreneurship, technology, education, research, and others. The adjective that describes me, innovative and trustworthy. Thank you very much.
Wow, good to have you, innovative and trustworthy, Abubakar. Good to have you here.
Glad to be with you.
The next is, I can see Alero. Alero, please, can you go ahead to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Alero Lachiri Hubeiter. I am an entrepreneur. I'm also a cybersecurity consultant. An adjective that describes me is passionate. So passionate Alero. Thank you.
So you have already assisted me. Passionate Alero. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here. Then I move to the next person on the call. Henry, can you now introduce yourself? Henry, can you unmute your mic? Good. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. And
Good evening. Okay.
my name is Harry Kola. My name is Harry Kola. I'm into structural work and design. That's why I want one thing that drives you is always the supporting for.
Do you say supportive? Supportive for Henry? Your network is not too clear, but I will give you supportive Henry. I will give you supportive Henry. Okay, you can also type it on the chat box for us to see it. The next is Abdullah. Can see Abdullah on the call.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Shehu. I'm an entrepreneur, and I think the adjective best describes me is proactive.
Proactive Abdullah. You are welcome, Proactive Abdullah. Now I'll move straight to Oladeji.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Temitope Oladeji. I'm an entrepreneur, and the adjective I can use to qualify myself is I'm sweet and selfless.
Can you repeat that?
I'm selfless.
Selfless, Temitope.
And
good.
Yes.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Then Madam Mary, can you now introduce yourself? Are you there, Madam Mary?
Mary or Miriam?
Mary. Okay, since Mary is not there, let us go to Miriam. Madam Miriam, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Miriam. I'm an event planner and an entrepreneur. The adjective that best describes me is a go-getter. Thank you.
Wow. Go-getter Miriam, you are welcome to this platform. So we have a lot of amazing people here. It means that we are all going to have a great session. Sorry, have I talked to everyone, or is there any other person that have not said anything? Okay, with that, we can just move straight to this program. Okay, Akimat Asisa, please, can you go ahead? Sorry for omitting you. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Akimat Aziz Ogunye, and I think the short adjective for myself is go-getter. Good to be here, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, the go-getter Akimat. We are so happy to have you with us. And I'm Akimat. So thank you, everyone, for introducing yourself and for giving us the best adjective that describes you. So it means that we have amazing, dazzling, proactive, supportive, result-oriented, innovative, passionate, supportive, selfless, go-getter, and we have all these combination of people coming up on one platform. You'll be so surprised that we are all going to at least achieve greatness together. And with that, I will just move straight to the first segment of the first training of the day. I said it earlier that it's going to be 30% theory and the 70% practical. So it will be good because we are not going to share the material. What we want you to do is to write down. I can see Abel already writing, and that is what I want everyone to do. Please get your paper and write, because they said we learn more by writing as against just listening. So if you can get a paper, I can give you 3 minutes to get your book. Thank you, Priscilla. I can see Priscilla. Infinix. I'm missing up this Infinix. Is that okay, Madam Naomi? Are the Infinix? Okay. So I think with that, thank you, Henry. I see that you are okay. You are all with your paper and pen. So the topic of discussion today is what I call creative problem solving. And for me to introduce the topic properly, I will like to share a video. So you will listen to that video, you watch that video, and after watching that video, you will tell me what you learned from the video. Are we good to go? So let me share the video right away. One minute. Sorry, try to look for the video. Okay, I've seen it. It's coming up. Okay, in that case, let me just go straight to the internet and bring out the video. If this is not responding, that is technology. This is some of the problems as entrepreneurs. The video is called Life of Entrepreneurs. So it's coming up. Sorry for that breaking transmission. Okay, can you confirm that you can see the video, the screen? Please, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we can just listen. We can listen and take note of keywords or anything that resonates with us from the video. So let's go.
People only pay attention to the final product. Most people only pay attention to the final product of a successful entrepreneur. They say things like, I can never be like them, or they got lucky. What most don't see is what they've overcome. All the struggles, the daily rejections, the heartaches, the betrayals, the rumors, the criticism, the empty bank account, and all those lonely nights while trying to make their vision a reality. You see, the only difference between the one who quits and the one who doesn't is that they showed up every day. They worked hard every day. They hustled every day. They learned from a proven mentor every day. They improved every day. They did all this even though they felt like quitting every day. And eventually, they became who they are today.
Okay, so what do you learn from that video? Can you just pause for a while and tell me what you learned from that video? Anyone can volunteer to speak. It's open. Just raise your hand, then I'll call on you. Let's go, let's go. I'm waiting. Okay, can I call? Okay, good. I'll start with Abubakar. Please, can you unmute yourself and tell us what you learned from that video?
Hello, okay, sir. Can you all hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, to me, what I learned from this short clip is what we call persistence.
Yeah,
like persistence. That's what I learned from this video. Like, to keep going, to keep doing something, no matter how the difficulty, how the obstacles, keep going and maintain your stamina and motivation. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think we can give him a virtual applause. Please, can we give him a virtual applause? That is quite true. That is resilience. You can see that entrepreneurs are people that demonstrate high level of resilience. Then I see Alero to also want to speak. Please, can you go ahead?
Thank you very much. So from the video, I can see that entrepreneurs always have to show up and be consistent despite the trials that they may face through, they might pass through or face in life. Because they already believe in their idea, they want to see it to the very end. And that's what differentiates a successful entrepreneur from another person that gave up. It's just the consistency over the days and
That
years.
is true. That is true. Thank you very much, Alero. You are really on point. That consistent is what separates successful entrepreneurs from the ones that fail. Then we'll move straight to Ifeoluwa Kunle. Please, madam, can you go ahead?
Thank you very much, sir. From the video, I learned that there are challenges in which you have to face as an entrepreneur. And then no matter the challenges, you should be a go-getter. You should not even look towards the problems at hand. You should you should look for a solution to such problems. Then by then you can be a winner at the end. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So what madam is saying is that we should should just be a goal getter. Focus your eyes on the goal and ignore those challenges, because there is no way challenges will definitely come. And that is why they even said that entrepreneurs are problem solvers. So problems will always come. Problem will always come. So it is your ability to solve those problems that makes you a successful entrepreneur. I also see Oladeji wants to say something before we move forward from this discussion. Please, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. So what I learned from the video is that Rome is not built in a day. And again, consistency is the key. To be a good getter, you have to at least to be consistent in what you are doing. And have it in mind that you definitely have a price to pay at the end of it.
I love that keyword. We all have a price to pay. Even the successful entrepreneurs we are seeing today, they have all paid one price or the other. And that is why majority of us, we are celebrating them today. So that is what we all have to. So from the video, I see some forms of rejection, betrayal, all these challenges are some of the challenges that entrepreneurs will face. And we've also mentioned that. But for you to transform your own vision to reality, some of the adjectives that you have made use of today when we started the program, they are some of the things that you need to break that barriers and be able to achieve your goal. And from when we advertised this program, we said it's going to be practical based. So it means that we all have one business or the other, and we've been able to introduce ourselves even when we started this program. And to solve a problem, there are different tools that you can make use of. But for the sake of this training, we'll focus on only one tool. And that tool is called, this is a technique. used in 1902. And that technique is called Rudyard Kiplin techniques. And this Rudyard Kiplin techniques, he called it 6 secret 7 men. And the 6 secret 7 men, what it does is that they help you to identify problems. Some of us, we have been doing a business for a very long time. And despite doing this business for a very long time, we've given it all our best, we've tried, we've made several efforts, but we've still realized that the business is not flourishing. The business is not growing as it ought to grow. So these are some of the challenges that these techniques can help us to identify. And the techniques is just something that we know. The names of the Rudyard Kiplin of 1902 is that they are something that we call the what and why and when and how and where and who. So how many of us have heard about this word before? The 6, they call it the 5W plus 1H. Have you heard about it before? 5W plus 1H, which means what, why, when, how, where, and who. Have you heard about it before? Or have you used it maybe you've used it before?
Yes, in my area of specialty, we call it the 5 elements of news, the 5W and 1H.
Exactly. They also use it in PR, but it is something that you can use across different sectors. There are something you can use across different. Thank you, Alera, for sharing that with us. And that is exactly what we've just talked about. And this 5W was developed by Rudyard. I will type the name. Let me type it so that I can get the name properly. It's called Rudyard. So you can do some kinds of finding around it later. Rudyard Kiplin. So these are the checklists that you have to ensure you address for you to dissect any form of problem. Kiplin. It was a techniques. Can you see it? Sorry, it's Rudyard, not Rudyard. Rudyard Kiplin. So with this Rudyard Kiplin, you can use it to identify any problem. Is it that it's sales that you are not making? If you ask your question around this particular problem, you will be able to at least make more sales. Is it, if it is finance that you are struggling for, you are looking for a place to get finance, if you make use of this Rudyard Kiplin, you'll be able to get finance. So there are several ways to make use of this. But before we use it, there are 2 ways for you to be able to get answer to a problem when we talk about entrepreneur. The first one is maybe through your own personal reflection. Maybe you think about it and you say, okay, I think based on my experience, these are the things that I need to answer. Then the second way is that you have to do what we call a survey. You have to ask other people outside. You ask them questions. And this question will be something that relates to that particular problem that you want to solve. And there is a particular tool that we have all been using, but maybe we are not paying attention to it, but we are still going to use it today. And it is called the Google Forms. The Google Forms that you fill to apply for this program, you can also make use of it and get a response to the particular problem your business is facing. Let's say, for example, you're not making sales. You can draw up a kind of survey around it. Maybe after you have done some kind of reflection about that particular problem, maybe people have been giving you information from the past that this is what they think you should do well, but you're not paying attention to it. So you can really reflect. But if you cannot remember everything that maybe the answers they gave you, you can do this survey and hopefully find a way, share that survey with people that you think may be able to help you. So we are going to do a practical about how you can do survey. I know that some people already know how to do this survey, but it's still also good we still do some kind of reflection because this is a major, any tools, any problem you want to solve in your business, it is very important that we make use of survey. So I will share the screen again. We'll go to Google Survey. So if you want to follow me, we can do it together, because there's going to be a task that we need to report during the week. Let's go do it. Okay. So for you to get to Google Survey, just type forms.google.com. So this is forms.google.com. How many of us can see this? Can you see this? Hello, can you see it? Hello, are we together?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. We can see it very well.
Okay, so this is the form. Then if you want to create a new form, you click on this blank. Let's say, for example, we are having problem marketing our products. So we want to do a survey, and the product we want to market is, someone talk that he is a communicator. Let us use a fictitious name, maybe FT.com, FT Marketing. And this company wants to get more markets, it wants to get more customers. So you can just type your name, the title of the survey here. And after you type it here, you now come to this form description. This is where you describe, I can just put any description there. I am conducting a survey to understand your needs, or how to improve our business, or improve our products or service. So once you are done with that, you now go straight to the first. Can you see this where they write untitled question? So you put the first question here. Let's say, what products do you like? This is just like a draft something. So on your left, can you see the left arrow where you have short answer? Just click that arrow. These are the different options that you can make use of. So let's say we are taking short answer. That is for the words. Once you are done with the words, you now move. You can add another question. Did you see this plus? Can you see the plus? Can you see the plus? Can you see my arrow on the plus? So you click on plus. Then you type the next question. What do we have again from the 5W plus H? You can say, you can just put all these questions. You come here, always indicates time. That is for the when. You go again, and that is how you continue to fill the sentence or the statements that you want to make. Let's say where. Okay, my keyboard is not responding properly. So this is how you get the questions. And once you are done, you can also give it a title here. You can type the title, just say FT Marketing Survey. FT Marketing Survey. So that is for that. And once you are done with that, you see this area where we have send. So you click on send. And for you to send, maybe you must have collected maybe some of your customers, their contact, their email. You just collect their email and you put under this email to click onto, and let me add some of our emails, whether it will come up. Okay, some of the emails I have here. Let me type this. So you just type each one of them. If you don't know them, how fast you can type them, maybe by hand. Let me also put this. So once you are done, you just click, there is this other arrow where we have this link. Just click on link. And the link, you can shorten it. If it is too long, you can shorten it. Just click on shorten. And you click on copy. And once you are done with this, you can even share it. Just go to your, maybe your WhatsApp. Some are there already. Right click and click on paste. And that is how you can also send it to them privately, individually. So that is how you design form. So that is what we are going to cover today, because we are not going to rush ourselves. I would like someone to volunteer. Who's going to volunteer to just do this short survey using the 5W plus 1H of Rudyard? Anyone, please? Hello? You have used a lot of interesting adjectives to describe yourself, so you have to live up to that adjective. Good, Alera, thank you. So can you share? Let me give you access to share your screen. Okay, madam, you can go ahead now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm not using my laptop. I'm using my phone.
Can you do it on your phone? Is anybody
Okay,
using
so
their
you want me
laptop?
to?
I want you to
I cannot
demonstrate
use it on
what
my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
But
You want me to like use it on my phone to
see.
show you the Google form, right?
Okay. Yes.
Let me, I'm coming. Please just give me 1 minute. Let me just go
Okay.
to
Is there any other person that we also like to try? Abubakar, can you volunteer? Do you have your laptop with you?
Well, I'm not with my system, so we don't have light, honestly. I'm using my phone.
Oh, okay,
But,
using your phone.
but still, it can be done. I'm just right there.
Okay. So Abdullahi, are you with us? Do you have your phone or your system with you, or Aliyu?
Actually, now I have my system here, but I've not been able to power it up. Probably before the end, I'll just do that now.
Okay. What of Priscilla?
Yeah, I have my computer here, but can I do it and send the link much later on the platform? Is that okay?
I know. Can we practice it, because we have a task for the week? I want somebody to practicalize it so that others can see it. Just one
volunteer. I'm there already. So can I share my screen?
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Let me give you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, you can share your screen now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can see it. We can
Okay.
We can see you, yeah.
All right.
We can hear.
So this is my screen, docs.google.com, and this is the untitled form. So we're going to name the form. I would like someone to just give me an example. What do we name the form?
Okay, maybe we want more recruitment. We want to recruit more people for our, let me say, okay, let us say we are conducting customer satisfaction survey. So just say customer satisfaction. Yes.
Customer satisfaction survey. All right. So now we already have the title, and we're going to name the form again. It's already here, but we still have to name it in the untitled form before. Since I clicked on it, it will just show automatically. Form description. We are trying to this form, or giving a description of what the form does. So this form would be used to carry out a survey for customers. Is that fine, or should we change the English?
Yes,
Or
it's
just
fine. No,
leave it?
just go ahead. It's a draft. Just go ahead. Just
Okay,
go ahead.
all right. So now the untitled question, we're going to, since we have the 5 W's and 1 H, we can start with, let's start with who. So should it be your name, or
No,
who are you?
I want us to use that 5W plus 1H by Rudyard. Because we are going into a real life situation. So any of the questions you want to ask should be aligned across that particular Rudyard techniques. You can just say, what is your age or something like that. Just or how old are you or something like that.
Okay. So since I'm open to suggestions from everyone, so that I will do it.
So please let us contribute. Let us support her.
Okay, Sloman.
So for what can we put there? The question is about customer service satisfaction.
What is your expectation from our service?
Okay, what is your expectation, or what is what?
What is your
take? Okay, what is the expectation or something?
To do the expectation or maybe take. I think take is fine. Like, since we're trying to see how our customer service is, that means that they've already surveyed.
Or you can say, what do you like about our products or something like that?
What do you like about our
products? Yeah.
So we now go to short.
You omitted
so
about.
There are two. No,
like
wait, Alero. There are two things you can either do. You can either allow the respondents, that is your customer, to type the answer, or you may restrict it by giving them an option. So if you click that arrow under that paragraph, if you click on option, you can give different options there. But if you want them to be expressive, just to at least tell you from their hearts, you can just leave it at that particular shot. So move on. Exactly, that is what we're talking about. Exactly. So you can, okay, that's fine. So you can add another. Good. Add another question.
Another one.
Yes. So now the next one is what? Why? Okay, why is what? Why?
Why do you use our product?
Exactly. Why do you use our products?
What do you prefer our product?
Sorry, I think that question is rather, why do you use our product?
It's related to the first one, but
yeah, I'm thinking, why are we your choice of patronage or something?
Okay. Or why do you consistently patronize, or why do you continue to patronize us?
Or why do you choose us, or something like that? Why do you choose us?
Why do you think our product is the best among others?
Okay, that's better. So what this means is that before you even type the question, you can do a draft and share it with maybe one person among your customer that you trust a lot. That's okay, please let me to go through this question. Do you think is the right question to ask customers, or what can I also add again? Because sometimes, you may not be in their shoe. They are the ones that are that are using your products. So it is always good for you to reach out to them to say, okay, this questionnaire I'm trying to at least come up with, do you think I should make adjustments, or do you think what I'm putting down is right? So you can also do that. And you will see that that is what we are doing right now. So I think, so that is how you can now unshare. Let us go on. You can unshare. Or just you can send it to me. Okay, you've already closed it. That's fine.
Okay, I can do that now. Probably, let me add your email. Let me add your email.
So
I've not closed it.
Okay, so click on send.
Comment, please.
That arrow,
Okay.
yes.
Your
So
email,
you can type SOD, Sadiq Mansuru. SOD. SOD. D. EEQ. MONSURU at gmail.com.
I have a question.
Okay, please go ahead with your question.
Is there a way you can send to all the contacts on your email without typing the email one after the other?
Yes, you can do that. You can do that.
So how can
that is if they are your customer. Once you just type maybe the first initial, all the names under that initial will definitely come up. You just select it.
So I think another thing, I want to make a
Alera, can you select? Can you select? Okay.
I'm with you.
Can you select?
I'm
Please, can we be orderly? If you want to speak, you can just raise up your hand. So Alera, can you pick maybe one of your contacts and send them this similar draft form?
Okay.
Okay, so that we can see the demonstration.
All right.
Okay, so you select it. Any one of them that comes out, select and click. No, you have not selected. Okay.
I'm coming. Why is it not selected?
No, just click. Okay, you're using your phone. Okay, just click on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know why
okay.
it's not
At least that is the way you do it. You know, you just type that particular word and you click on it, it will come up. And I see Priscilla, you want to say something? Please go ahead.
It's supposed to work.
Yes, yes. Maybe it's because you are using your phone.
Okay.
I don't know why it's.
Please go ahead. What I meant is just like the regular social media that you do at everyone, and it's posted to everyone, it tags everyone. Is it possible to use Google Form? Is there like a computer technique that we can use to highlight every of your contacts, every email on your phone? Like for WhatsApp, for instance, there's something called WhatsApp bulk, right? So with WhatsApp bulk, you can get across to everyone on your WhatsApp.
I think for Google Form, you have to select them one by one. I don't think there is any they don't have that kind of function.
You can also.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's just to select, maybe you can, or another way is you can create a folder. Maybe you can say, for example, create a kind of label that, okay, these are people that are your customer, maybe for a particular product, and you save their information with their email on that particular place. And anytime you are going to send a mail, you can just broadcast to all of them. So that is one thing that you can do. Is there any other question that you would like to ask? Okay, so the task for the week, we have task for the week. I would now like you to tell me what is the one problem your business is facing. What is the one problem that your business is currently facing? So we'll start with Madam Naomi. The major problem, one problem that if you solve it, it will move you to the next level of your business.
The area of marketing.
Marketing. What happened to the area of marketing? Are you not selling?
I'm not selling. Honestly, I'm not selling.
Okay. So you're not selling.
Yes.
And you are not selling, or you are not selling up to what you expected.
I'm not selling. That's the word to use, because I practically am not selling. I don't know.
Okay, you are not selling. Okay. Okay, so that is for Madam Naomi.
Yes, a low patronage.
Low patronage. So for that, you will design your questionnaire around this and share it with 10 of your customers. Okay, so but you have some people that patronize you before.
Yes, I have.
Exactly. So you have to design a questionnaire using this 5W plus 1H. We have a platform. You can share that. You can share your questionnaire on that platform. You know, you can. We had you, all the people that participated in the program. We had them there, so you can share your question. And once you share your question, we can go through it together, and now do some kind of survey with a minimum of 10 customers to really know why they are not really patronizing you. Then from there, the next segment of the training, we handle that part.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we'll move to Henry. Henry, what is the problem with your own business? Can you unmute yourself? Wow, Henry, we can't hear you. Okay, let's go to Abel. Abel, please, you can go ahead.
Actually, I am planning to set business. I would visibility, I have to study.
I'm struggling to hear you. It's difficult to hear you. Yes, the audio level.
Okay, can you hear me now, sir?
Okay, so maybe what you do is just type in the chat box. Just type it in the chat box. Yes, I think the audio level is not too good for the head. Okay, now we'll move to Olayemi. Olayemi, over to you. Hello, Olayemi. Okay, Alero, can you go ahead?
Okay,
Hello,
so
Alero.
what problems are, yeah, good evening again. What problems are the business is facing? Well, I'll say the personal issue for me, and that is, okay, I won't say personal issue. It's an issue for the business and the operation. So it's that I do not have enough hands. I'm the only one doing major stuff because I have not moved the business from the house, from where I am right now, and that's because of space, a whole lot of logistics around it. So the problem for me now is manpower, labor problem.
Okay, manpower and labor, still the same thing. So more or less like your HR, you have issue with HR, human resources.
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's your staff. Okay. We also brainstorm. You will also use the 5W plus 1H. And you know, one thing is that you may not necessarily need to brainstorm too much when it comes to coming up with your own question. Because if you look at your line of business, there are some people that have done some kind of survey around it. So what you do is you just go online and type that particular survey, maybe like fashion, maybe you can say, okay, go to online, go to like Google and you type there, low patronage survey. You get it. Once you type that, you will be able to see some sample survey around that area. Then you can now modify it. And once you modify it, you can fine tune it. Then you can now share it with your customers. Maybe those customers that you know that they will really give you the real answer. So that is another way. Maybe I will show you that before we move straight to the next to the next person. So the next person is Akimat. Madam Akimat, please can you share your own with us, the one problem your business is facing?
The one problem I think my business is facing is how to reach my target audience.
Okay, reaching out to the real customer that will buy from you. So that is more or less like customer acquisition. Am I right? Hello? Madam Akimat. Okay, I think she's off the network. So we'll move to the next person.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, sir. I think so my network logged me out, but I'm in.
Yes. Okay. I said, madam, I said, so yours should be something like maybe customer acquisition, attracting the right customers. That is attracting the right customers. Okay. I think that should be a general problem. So this one is customer attraction or something like that. Then we move straight to the next person. We also have, Madam Mary, do you want to say something? Are you with us? Hello, are you with us? Madam Mary. Okay, let's move straight to Madam. Okay, she wants to say something.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm
go
here.
ahead.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Can hear you.
I didn't get your question. My network has been acting up.
Okay, we are talking about what is the one major problem your business is facing? One major problem. Because we want to apply the techniques and tools that we learned today to solving that problem, so that by Wednesday, when we come back, we can share together and find a solution around it.
Okay. Thank you for.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hakimat. Okay. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
One major, I think for me, it's a personal challenge. I think focus. I seem to be distracted with a lot of things.
Okay.
So being able to focus and stay on course, channel all my energy into putting a proper structure and following through is a challenge. Yeah.
Okay, we'll look at it together. No problem. Then we'll move straight to Madam Priscilla. Can you go ahead? Over to
you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So I would say that one of my challenges is building a team.
Okay.
Yeah, it's building a team, and also sourcing for partners and funding as
one.
well.
We want one major one, because if we are able to get one major one and we apply these techniques and tools that we've just learned today, you can replicate it on any other challenges that the business may be facing.
So team building.
So which one would you like to go from?
Okay, creating a structure for team building.
Okay, structure for team building. Okay. Structure for team building. But the business is already on. Is that not so?
Yes, it is. Now, see what I mean by structure, right? Okay, it's a non-governmental organization, and we have some key players that are serving as volunteers as well. So I also have a problem of sometimes getting to structure and say, getting to have a particular person do a particular thing and he knows that's his or her responsibility, right? So we get a situation whereby we have, time when we have this project, this person does this, and then the next time, you have that same person wanting to do some other thing within the organization. So more like giving a structure, having an organogram. Fantastic. So that's the word. Having an organogram for the organization. That's actually my point, because I feel if I have the structure, it's there will be an ease in the flow in the workflow. So that's
okay, so it's having an organogram. You don't have any you don't have problem with okay, it's more or less like still maybe employee related issue, I guess. Maybe your workers, maybe assigning responsibility to them properly or things like that.
Okay, I actually do, but in the next projects, some of them want to take okay, that's a for instance. Some of them want to take a project, a responsibility that showcases what they do. Like sometimes you get to have 3 persons wanting to moderate, right? Wanting to moderate, and because the previous event you had, they really sacrificed or they really went overboard. You just feel, okay, who do I say yes to or who do I say no to? And the person is not offended because they equally contributed selflessly to the project.
And the three of them are capable of doing the same thing.
Yes, but in that case, you may just need 1 or 2 persons to do that particular task, and you have 4 persons telling you they want to do that. Yeah, so
Okay,
that's why
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Let's move forward. Then the next person is Eniola. Please, can you go ahead, Madam Eniola?
Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Yeah.
Good evening.
Okay, I joined in about probably 30 minutes after the program went live, so I can't tell for sure what problem I'm supposed to have. But currently, I know that my major problem is my business is capital intensive. Like you need a lot of capital to bring it up, and most times I don't have like enough things to showcase for my customers. So sometimes it feels like they're actually customers, but I can't reach their standard. I have like quality customers, but I can't use my finances to provide what they want. So it just feels like there is a gap in between. So I think my problem is more capital focused.
Okay, capital is the main issue. Okay, that's good to know. We'll see how we'll go about it. Then the next is Abdullah.
So I think am I supposed to make a form as well?
No, we are just asking what is the main problem. We for today's section, we focus on 2 things. We first discussed about the problem, then we later gave out a technique that you can use to solve a problem, any problem that your company have. So, and that technique is called the Rudyard Kiplin technique. And it is something I would call 5W plus 1H. So we've done some kind of practical about it. So we are now, there is a task that we need to conclude between now and next week, Wednesday, where we are all going to come around and find a real-time solution to that particular problem. Then based on the problem that we've been able to identify now, then the next person that will be taking the next section, that is on Sunday, next week Sunday, is going to align to some of the problems that we have mentioned now.
Okay.
So that's So the next is Abdullah. Please can you go ahead, Abdullah?
Okay. So sir, the main problem is building the right product. So that is building with features that people are actually interested in using. And I think I spoke to you about this. You asked me to create a survey and send out to several people. Now, where the problem is I got few responses back. So many people, and with good reason, are afraid of clicking on links to provide you with feedback. I don't know what other form to use, maybe printing out or something like that to talk to people. But links people have.
So you are still at the product creation stage. So I think what you can do, since you've been able to,
I don't feel like I have. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
So I don't feel like I have gotten back enough responses to move ahead. So I've gotten less than responses from people, and I feel like I need at least 25 to 30 in order to move forward.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, that is one of the problems we have in this part of the world. You see, people don't pay attention to research. Like, and it's good that you even pointed this out right now, because you will see like some of these tasks that we want you to do. These are some of the challenges you will encounter when you go out there. So one way we can do is what you have even proposed, is to possibly print it out. You can print it out.
Yeah.
When you print it out, then give it to the people, those people that you think may likely need that service, not just anybody, and tell them that, please, you need this. Can they help you to do it right now? Like can they just give you like 1 or 2 minutes just to fill that information? Then I know in some developed countries, what they do is if they want you to respond to their questionnaire, they always attach some monetary value or even a gift to it. It can be as low as maybe just something small, just to encourage them. Exactly. So you could just maybe attach a little gift to it. It may not necessarily be money. We can devise, because there are maybe some people that has that, they know they have that money, and bringing such people to tell them that, please, I want to give you money so that you can attend to this thing could be another way. So we could also look for an alternative way of getting them to attend to it. You get it? So that is, but we'll see how we can do it. So we are still at the product creation level and getting people to respond to the questionnaire. But you will still share it on the platform. We'll see it together and we'll see how we can go. And it's even good. We can also share the survey among ourselves. I think we have about 14 people here. So we can share it.
Yeah.
Definitely, maybe we can do some kind of cross-pollination of ideas, so that we can at least be able to help ourselves. Then we'll move to Abubakar. Abubakar, over to you. I want us to finish before 10 so that we can go and rest for the day.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. Actually, the problem I'm facing with my business is that I'm finding it difficult to have workers, like people that work in my business, the right people to work and at a certain amount of payment. You understand? Okay. For example, if you are going to do a certain work to me, I'm going to give you a salary of 20,000. Most of the people I'm finding, they used to take it like a very token amount of P. So that's my problem. It's like human resource issue.
Okay. So human resource issue.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm facing.
And you know, one thing, although we are still going to get there, but you know, before we start our business, it is always good for us to really understudy that particular business and look at some of the likely challenges and some of the problems that we may face before we even invest our money there. But the fact that some people are making money in a particular venture does not mean that we need to also go there. And if we want to go there, it is always good for us to understudy that particular business properly, so that when those challenges maybe come our way, we'll be able to at least prepare our mind that, okay, this is what we need to do to be able to address it. So that is another lesson that we also need to learn. We need to understand our business before investing heavily in it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll still come up with a way to address that. Then we have Olayemi. Have you spoken, Olayemi?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, the problem I'm facing with my business is I offer services. I've not been able to meet new customers to expand my business. So that's it.
So another major issue now is customer service. You're not getting customers.
Yes.
That's the meaning. Okay, you're not attracting the right customer. I think we've heard that for like 2 times now. Okay, we'll see what we can do. The next is iPhone XR. So who is the person using iPhone XR? Can you speak? Okay, Mr. Lukman, please, one of our facilitators, please, can you say something?
Okay. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good
So
evening,
sorry
sir.
for
Good evening.
sorry for joining late. My name is Lukman Lamid, and I work with National Information Technology Development Agency, and I'm happy to be here to facilitate and also learn from you guys. You know, it's the knowledge sharing is beyond one direction now, so it's you know, it's co-learning, so we need to learn from each other, and I like the way the program has been going. Please just keep it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Lukman, for your support. We really appreciate you. So Mr. Lukman is going to facilitate enabling your business with ICT. So you don't want to mix that day. So although some of these problems we are talking about now, we'll see how we can make use of technology outside these tools of Google Survey and the other techniques that we've also mentioned. There are other systems that you can also use to enable your business. So it's going to take us on that topic. Maybe hopefully if it's available next week, it will take us. But if not, we'll schedule a day for him to come around and teach us that. Then the next person is Madam Ifeoluwakunle Akinola. Madam Akinola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I was trying to unmute.
Okay.
Major challenge is okay, sorry, I'm into general merchandise, and the major challenge is the market structure. You know, most times when you have your market and then you have been able to market those items, but most times people does not even buy, or should I say that to them they feel it on the high side, and they will want you to drop the price to the same amount in which they want. And we know that all those products get to fluctuate. Most times it comes up and then it drops too as well. But one of the major challenge for me is how to be able to be stable, just to be stable, and then how to be able to conquer the how would I even put that? How to be able to conquer these persisting challenges on the market, especially the market price, how to be able to put your price to the extent that it will not even affect your market. Likewise, it will not affect the people that are buying it. Thank you.
Thank you for that comment that you've made. So the issue, from my understanding, is managing the fluctuation in the markets. Am I right?
Sir.
As in managing the fluctuation in the markets, you know, the market is not stable and it's affecting your customers because they've,
Yes,
you know, okay, that's fine. So what you will do is, you know, based on this thing that we've done tonight, I want you to do a survey around it. Just do a draft survey, then you share it with me, and we'll see how well we can be able to manage it. But before we finish this program, I will show you where you can get a kind of template of what some of this survey can take. Then we can now share it with some of the people that we are going to target in the marketplace. So I think we are, okay, there is one more, iPhone 2. iPhone 2, please, can you speak? I think you are the last, but not the least. iPhone 2, are you with us? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's Akimat. Sorry, my phone changed itself.
Okay. Please, can you go ahead? Okay, you've spoken before. Okay,
yes,
that's fine. Okay, so I've taken note of everything that we all said. And I believe that these are the major problems that is confronting our business. So I would like us, based on what we learned today, to apply that Rudyard technique and also use the survey. So there is a platform that I created. We had, please, can you type your name on the, let me see where you can type your name so that, because we don't want people that will not be part of the, that are not always coming for class, then we are sharing information with them. Let me see, maybe you type your name. Let me see how we can get your name. Okay, what you do is, please type your name on the chat box so I will extract it later. Just type your name on the chat box. So I will add you to the task group, then we can discuss further and possibly pick up some of this information. I will also share some resources with you there. For example, how to get those survey that we can use in terms of the to reach out to the people that will likely address some of these challenges that we are currently facing. So that is what we are going to do. So before we conclude today, I don't know, do we have any comments? What do you learn today? And then there is also one thing I also need to mention. You know, in a program like this, it is always good you have a learning journal, maybe online learning journal. And just like we did with the survey, you can also do that with Microsoft Doc. I don't know, have you heard about Microsoft Docs?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So on Microsoft Docs, maybe you can just create a page for yourself there. Like for week 1, what you learn in week 1, just do a summary of it. Do it there in that week 1. Just do a summary. Then maybe by the time you do the task 1, you also summarize what you learned in task 1. Then the next week, just like for the next 8 weeks that we are going to meet. And I believe that by the end of the program, some of the challenges that we've mentioned here today, we'll be able to at least resolve some of them. So it's good I've started receiving names. We add you to that particular group. Then we can take the discussion further. So will anybody like to summarize what we've learned today? Maybe like 2 volunteers. Then we can now close for the day. I want us to close before 10 o'clock. Anyone, let us make it quick. Anyone can volunteer. Hello, can we say something before we end the section? Okay, Madam Akimat, you can go ahead, please. Okay, Madam Akimat, after you, then Abubakar will also go.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I think tonight we are able to learn about how to use the Google form, how to be able to create one, and then also how to make that the main purpose of creating a Google form is to be able to ask direct, not even as in direct questions about real problem that the form is, the Google form is out to solve. Like ensuring that you have questions that will give you answers to the riddle that you are trying to unravel. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. Thank you. Please, can we clap for her? Now we'll go to Abubakar. Abubakar, over to you, please.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. It has been a wonderful time here. What I learned, firstly, I learned that whoever is into entrepreneurship, you must have an obstacle. Like all of us, I mentioned our problem here, and you must be dedicated. That obstacle will not be something to stop you from achieving your dream. The second thing, I also learned that you can get the feedback of your customers by the use of Google survey form. That's what I have learned. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And to add to what you just mentioned, I said there are 2 ways you can really get maybe a solution to some of the problems that we've mentioned here. One of them is maybe through self-reflection, or and when you talk about self-reflection, it means that you have to pay attention. Maybe when your customers are talking to you, maybe some of the times they've been telling us that, okay, maybe we don't like the way you're handling this, we don't know the way you are. So things like that, we need to pay attention. But if you want to make it, you want to go outside of your own individual perspective, you want to get more information, maybe from the customers, then that is when the Google Forms will come in. And I mentioned that if you are going to use the Google Form, we can make use of the 5W1H for any of the problems, like all the problems that we have mentioned this evening that is affecting our business. We should align it to that 5W plus 1H. And I mentioned that for every business that we have, some other people have it. So they must have developed some survey. So we can go through those survey, modify it to fit into what we have. Then one of the participants mentioned that even when we design the survey, there are times when people don't respond to it. And we say that you can do two things. You can print it out and give it to someone physically, let him fill it. And the second is you can motivate those people that will fill the form. Some big organizations are doing it. They will ask you that they want to collect information from you. We can also do it too. And again, we also have some companies that even do this business, so collecting survey information from people. They do that and you pay them token, they will do it for you. But the problem with those kind of people is some of them are not trustworthy. Some of them, they will tell you they want to go and do survey for you. They will go and sit in one place and on their own, they fill in the information. But if you can handle it on your own, if it is not, maybe if the place you are going to cover is not too big as such, you can just try to do that on your own, or you go to a reputable organization that will help you to collect this information. So these are the information that we learned today. We are going to upload this video on our YouTube channel so that if you want to watch it again, you can rewatch it before you attempt that task. Please, Wednesday is very important because some of the problem we have here today that we've mentioned today, we'll be able to have a direction because there is going to be a connection between this week and next week until the 8th week. And by the end of the 8th week, we'll be able to have a clear document of where we want to follow with in our business. So with that, I would like to release all of us, and I want to thank you for being part of the training today. At least it's been, I believe it's a weekend well spent. And with that, I would like to thank you all for coming. Please, you can unmute yourself and say hello before we go, maybe in the next 1 minute. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Have a great evening. Mr. Lukman, thank you, my brother.
Okay, thank you so much. Well done. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.